Top of the morning, everyone. Happy Fun Day Sunday. And happy February. Today is February the 1st. Touchstones reading from a child of God and a recovering alcoholic addict. With the needed to this morning hot morning coffee. We woke up in the high 20s, early 30s this morning, down here in South Florida. A little chilly because you're acclimated. Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. Who of us is mature enough for offspring before the offspring themselves arrive? The value of marriage is not that adults produce children, but that children produce adults. That's from Peter de Varies. I mispronounce a lot of these names, I'm sorry. Many of us in entering recovery are confronted with guilt about our roles as fathers. We can see so clearly with hindsight that we could have been better parents. Others of us recall the unfairness of our own parents and find it hard to forgive them. This mixture of guilt and resentment is part of the package of recovery. If we remained the same and never learned anything new, we wouldn't have to feel guilty about the past or face our need to let go of resentments. Our spiritual renew requires that we forgive ourselves and accept the forgiveness of those around us. Even today, our children are not helped by our guilt, but they will be helped at any age by our amended lives. And all generations are enriched when we are able to prepare or to repair broken connections with our parents. I can accept the increased consciousness that recovery brings without punishing myself for what I didn't know. You know, I'm not a father, but looking back, I can look back, where, how do I put it? I could have been a better person to everybody else in my life. That's how, I guess, whether it was kids or adults or whatnot, just in general, as I was drinking and drugging. I wasn't a very good person. And the resentments I did have, I had a big resentment of my father. And that's what it was. So it took me a long time to get that resentment and actually let it go. So I know it's hard, but try not to hold on to resentments. And then our spiritual renewal requires that we forgive others and accept the forgiveness of those around us. When I repent and then believed in the Lord, it allowed me to release some of these resentments. It was a weight lifted off my back, but you may not get the response that you thought you might get. So you have to sit with it. You've done your part. I thought everything was going to be peaches and cream after I said I was sorry, but it doesn't work that way, So some people don't forgive or forget. So you just have to keep going. You just keep doing your life, and because the only thing you can control is what you do, how you react. And that's one of the biggest things that I've learned in recovery, because my old self, will get all pissed off, get my feelings hurt. You catch feelings, and then you have miserable days, and they turn into bad days, and then maybe you're drinking again. So that was one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Just to pause. That was one huge word that I like when in First in Recovery. Pause. The 3 P's: pause, pray, and proceed. Which I absolutely love that. And if you do that, you probably will make different decisions, whatever you're facing, because you do get a little time, you get a little bit of wisdom from God, and then you can proceed with caution or proceed with wisdom. So it is an amended life. God has transformed me into this new person, and which I'm grateful for. And so I can accept the increased consciousness that recovery brings without punishing myself for what I didn't know. I'm not punishing myself anymore for what I didn't know. I'm looking forward to the things I'm learning, and wanting to know new things. And it's more about God and not just me. So I hope y'all have a happy Fun Day Sunday. I love y'all very much. Stay warm out there today. Peace.